Good morning, children. Children, in my previous module, I gave you the explanation of the wonderful poem I Remember by Thomas Hood. Now, you all must be waiting for the question and answers and other exercises. Yes? Alright. Children, in this module, I will be giving you question answers and other exercises of the chapter. So, what are we waiting for? Let us begin. Children, before writing question and answers, write down the summary and the word meanings. And both the things are already given to you in the previous module. So here we are going to start with question and answers. And its first part is reference to context. You can see the question, read these lines and answer the questions. Nor brought too long a day. And the first question from this line is, what did not bring too long a day? Answer is, the sun rays came and beautiful days were there. The sun is always on time, neither arrives soon nor does it delay. Now see question B. Why was the day never too long for the poet? Answer is, the passing day from morning till night gives pleasure to the child. Hence, the day does not either end early or prolong. Question C. Do you think this line indicates that the poet possibly finds his days long now? Why? No. In the present, he longs for the night, that is darkness, which means distress of life. So this was the answer. Let us move to the second question, and the phrase taken from the poem is, it was a childish ignorance. First question is, what does it refer to? The answer is, it refers to the inability of the poet to count the fathoms between him and the heaven, which can be called as childish ignorance. Question B. Why does the poet refer to it as childish? The answer is, he used to think that those branches of the fir tree were close enough to heaven. Now question C. Is the poet still as ignorant as he was as a child? The answer is, no, he is no longer a child and is living cumbersome days of the city life. Now, question third of reference to context only. To know that I am farther off from heaven. This phrase is again taken from para 4 of the poem. And first question from it is, why did the poet feel closer to heaven earlier? And the answer is, because he really enjoyed those days of his childhood. Now his life has become just opposite of his childhood. Question B. Why does the poet feel farther off from heaven now? Question mark. Answer is, because now he lives in a world filled with regrets, losses and pain. He is an adult now and has lost the childish ignorance. Full stop. Question C. How does the knowledge of being farther away affect the poet? The answer is, the poet has lost his youthful joy and optimism. He compares the past and the present, saying that my spirit is so heavy now. Children, now let's move to question and answers. Question 1 is, what does the poet remember about the house where he was born. Children, you may recall it as it was explained to you in the previous module. Answer is, the poet remembers every ounce, ounce means every bit, of jovialness, jovialness is cheerfulness, and happiness that he experienced in his childhood. The poet recalls how the sun shone in the morning and its rays propagated through the window to wake him up. He also describes the vivid variant flowers and the presence of laburnum tree which his brother planted on one of his birthdays. Now let us move to question 2. It is, why does the poet say that the sun came peeping in? The answer is, he personifies sun as a human who is always on time, neither arrives soon nor does it delay. Question 3 is, why does the poet wish the night had borne his breath away? Answer is, he reveals that sometimes he wishes he had died before attaining adulthood, the implication being that nothing in his life since then has matched his childhood joy. Now see question number 4. What surrounded the poet's house? Answer is, beautiful colorful flowers surrounded the poet's house. The focus on red and white to describe the array of different flowers gives the readers a sense of the beauty of the nature in his childhood memory. Now here comes the last question, that is question number 5. How did the poet's spirits fly when he was young? The answer is, he relates his childhood to a bird flying freely denotes the freedom of the period. He had no obligations and representing his freedom through his association with the lightness with which he flies through the air. So children, that was the end of the module and the end of the chapter also. Children, I believe that you all are completing your work simultaneously. And if you have any queries, please write them down. Whenever we will meet, you can ask me. And now, you all be prepared for grammar session. In my next video, I will be teaching you determiners. Alright, till then, keep smiling.